Well, my name is Teresa. I'm originally from the Washington, D.C. area. I've been homeless for 8 years since being divorced 8 years ago. I have bipolar disorder and post-traumatic stress syndrome and a couple of little things. Borderline personality disorder. So I haven't had a permanent address in some time. And I came to Nashville kind of on a whim in March. And I found it to be a very hospitable town. And I'm getting a lot of things done here as far as my mental health issues go. The people here are just wonderful in helping with meeting your physical needs and your emotional needs. And there's just a lot of help here, and I think it's a good place for me to get a new start. For homeless people, transportation is a real big issue, and you can get discounted passes. I have the paperwork to get mine, though I don't have the $5 to go and get the actual ID that you need to get the discounted fare. And I thought it might have been kind of neat if that would be something that would be available next year. I don't know how MTA could arrange that or if it would be possible, but that would be something that a lot of people could benefit from. When you went in for intake, the assessor, and they prioritized them for you and stuff. So I had already had in my mind, though, what we wanted to accomplish. And mine were, I wanted to check on my Social Security card that I applied for like 3 months ago, and I have my paper stating, and they said it'd come in 6 weeks, and it's never come. And so I went to that booth, and it was like a trade fair. It was kind of cool. It was really like a trade fair. I went to that booth, and they just referred me to the office. There was a lot of referring going on, here, pamphlet passing, I call it, but and I'm pretty good about information gathering. I was kind of hoping that there would be a representative there who could maybe on their little laptop, if they didn't have one, say, oh, I see here, it went to the wrong address, or, tell me something, because, again, the transportation issue. But what I was thinking, that's so neat, that's all in one place. I mean, I set out once or twice a week with a to-do list, and you get on a bus, and you might get 2 of the 5 things done. In my case, I've been working on those issues since I came to Nashville. I have not even been able to obtain a full-time job since I've been here, but that is a result of not having a place to live. You cannot very well get up and try to go to work when you're living in a tent. It just doesn't happen. Maybe through the day labor companies, but you don't get anywhere that way. I've tried those, and it just isn't. Urban Housing Solutions had a booth there. Well, I've already applied for mine, so, but for somebody who had not, of course, that would be a good first step for them to go to that booth, fill an application with. I think Deborah was manning the booth that day. But for somebody who has not been in the area long and who is not aware of the resources such as the service center, the community care center, for somebody to just be there and say, oh, look, they're having this helpful homeless day, they would be at a loss to walk in there. So and these service centers provide that sort of thing. I mean, if you ask and you say what you need, they'll kind of get you going. You just have to follow up with your paperwork and get where you're supposed to be for your appointments. And one of the things that we did not get accomplished that we would have liked to was the eye care. We wanted to get vision checks and obtain glasses, and we never could get through that line. But I thought the Sprint booth, they had a great idea there, letting people call home.